Hi guys, in this video I'm going to give a quick little sort of an introduction to myself, but I want to talk about how I got interested in holistic health and the things that I've learned and how I've learned them. So I'll start off by saying that I've actually never been to I've never taken college courses. Well, I've taken some community college courses, but not, basically I'm not a doctor. What I am is just a enthusiast of health, and I have taken lots of courses online, and I've spent probably 15 years, I guess, learning, reading books, and yeah, so that's my disclaimer that I'm not an expert. But my passion is to share what I know with the world. And, well, I gotta take that back. What I am an expert in is getting the information out there in the form of, like, the things that I create, the products that I make. There's not a whole lot of people that make the products that I make. So I think I'm one of the first people to actually combine the subject of health, this particularly holistic health, with the printable digital planners, journals, and things like that. And like I've said in my first video, I think those are the missing link between making changes happen and being stuck. So if somebody is stuck with their health and they don't know how to begin, they don't know where to start, they're overwhelmed, that's where my products come in handy. And I use them myself. And that's how I got started making these is, well, first of all, the fact that I'm into holistic health. And then when I started making the planners and stuff, I realized, this is a perfect combination. Because people don't take action when they read books. They just don't. They read them, and if they finish them, then they just put them back on the shelf. Or they end up in a pile. I know it's because it's happened to me. So the only way that I've been able to get things done, make changes, and make my lifestyle the way I want it is to follow my own advice and to get organized. So, how I started getting into holistic health was actually, I didn't have a sickness or an illness like a lot of people did they get into this field. I just have always been interested in health. In my 20s, I really started cooking healthier. And in my 30s, I just started to become more aware of spirituality and things like that, and how they all connected, how everything's connected. And in my 40s, which I'm still in my 40s, but I really, really went overboard on the making changes. I mean, well, not overboard, but I really kicked it in the gear. I quit drinking, which is something that I did for probably close to 30 years. Is my biggest regret that I wish I had never done. So yeah, I quit drinking, and I really started doing everything that I learned about, and I've seen my life improve and change in ways that I would have never figured, even 10 years ago. I mean, I've had a lot of websites about this. I've written about how to connect with nature, which is one of the big things that I talk about. And I had a website that was just about how to do that. But, things change, and I've kind of evolved over the years, and now I've combined them all into one. The physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of living an optimal life and being the best version of yourself you can possibly be. It's way more than just about health, which is why I didn't get into this because I was sick. I got into this because the older I got, the more I realized, we need to I don't even know how to put this into words. This is why I'm not a great speaker. I'm way better at writing. But I think people focus on the health too much, the physical health, instead of the spiritual and the mental aspects of it. So I'm really into the spiritual side, and I think that helps a lot because it's just it's another example of how I just can't talk. Actually, if you've read my book or if you've heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that explains it pretty good. At the bottom is survival, where you're just focused on physical survival and physical things. And then as you evolve and as you mature, the very, very top is spirituality and consciousness and things like that. So you have to start at the bottom. You have to start with health, physical health first. And maybe that was my journey. I was always pretty healthy. I've always been healthy, and just even more healthier now that I've been focusing and doing more stuff with the health. And then once that got perfected, and I just became more and more interested in spirituality, it just was a natural progression. And then I learned how to make the products that I make, and I make them on the computer on PowerPoint. And I'm actually planning on making a course, so that I can teach people how to do that too. And I also have a course on holistic health that I'm working on, which is going to be a bigger project because it's a lot of information, but the thing is, it's information that's basic. It's stuff that's for beginners. So I'm kind of tweaking my audience. A lot of people might watch my videos or check out my blog and they're like, I know all this already. This is just common sense. And I understand that. So I want to focus on my goal of helping people that need the help, the people that are beginners and they're still sick, they're still unhealthy, they don't know what consciousness is, they don't know what spirituality is. I want to be the gateway, the guide, to help those people find this information and integrate it into their lives. So I think I'm going to wind down with this video because my battery is red, which means I don't have much life left in there. So I just wanted to give a quick introduction of how I got into holistic health. And I really hope this was helpful. And if you liked it, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll have more videos coming regularly now that I've started this. And I will see you in the next video.